Gotta make sure. I don't know what's going on with this audio from the Let It Burn channel, but we'll work through that. Something's happening here. But hey, what's up, you guys? How's everybody doing? I don't have an ad yet playing, or have ads yet playing on the Let It Burn channel because things are just being weird with monetization. So I'll figure it out in a couple of minutes. But what's up, you guys? How's everybody doing? While I don't know what you're saying, I will just continue to talk until I do know what you're saying. So there's 24 people here watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here. Um, and also hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Yesterday was a pretty exciting day and then kind of a flat day and then just some information. And then you get towards the like 12 o'clock over here on the East Coast. And you see SHIB lands drop and all of that other stuff. So it's pretty interesting, right? It's got its ups and downs and lefts and rights, but I think we're in a good spot when it comes to Shiba Inu, when it comes to not, I guess, cryptocurrency. If you want to look at the entire market and say, okay, we're kind of flat today, um, and it's not going to be insanely positive. Just like I said yesterday, I thought we were going to see, um, you know, more consolidation than anything, but we'll get into all that later. Good morning. Hey, boss. Good morning. How you doing, Crypto Dream? Thank you for stopping by. Ryan, thank you for stopping by as well. Good morning. Long time. Uh, how have you been? Salute to the chat. I've been pretty good. I can't complain. Investments haven't been perfect, but I've been pretty good. You're the best. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Good morning, Matt. Good morning. Morning, bro. Good. The moon, bro. Yes. Uh, good to the moon, like the golf channel, or are you talking about we're like Shiba Inu's going to the moon? Um, tell me what's next. What's the next SHIB price? That's tough to say. I mean, you can't sit here and completely predict exactly where these prices are going, right? And how the overall market is going to be, right? We see that we have these catalysts. We have Robinhood. We have the lands that are dropping, which technically isn't really a catalyst for SHIB per se, like right now, because nothing's happening for SHIB right now. And I think, this post that was made that I, talked about, it's great. It was basically from Milkshake. She posts a lot. Um, but basically talking about the utility for Shiba Inu. This was really just like a let me show you guys on the screen. There we go. This right here is mainly just to make some people happy and give us sort of the bare minimum. We still understand that buying lands with SHIB is not something, or buying lands with ETH is not something that we wanted to have happen. And for people to stake their bone or leash, people are getting those people that created bone and leash and hold a lot of bone and leash are now getting a lot of benefits because people had to buy this bone and leash and not really focus on SHIB. You understand how a lot of things from the outside looking in and all these announcements make it look like, oh, you know what, they have a crazy amount of utility for SHIB, but really they don't, right? They're giving you kind of I don't know. They're just throwing you a bone, basically, and I guess pun intended. But they're just throwing you a bone, and basically saying here's the bait. You come into the ecosystem type of thing, and it sort of bothers me, that they come back and give you this when we request. That should be more of a part of the ecosystem. They come back with something like this. I don't get me wrong. I'm positive on the fact that we have anything related to SHIB in the metaverse, but it should be all focused around SHIB, all centered around SHIB. You should have been able to stake your SHIB bone or leash. Why was it just bone or leash? Why couldn't it just be SHIB bone or leash? Please tell me, uh, SHIB leash or bone. Let's go with that, and not like the way that I was phrasing it. It's just doesn't sound right. Um, but SHIB, leash or bone, we should have been able to stake that. That should have been the case, but that's not the case, right? Reward the people that got you to this point, and if you stake your SHIB, then you know that people are holding on to it for a longer period of time. And you know that so many people hold SHIB, so they just want people to buy bone and leash. So it just, anyways, it just bothers me that they didn't do this. They did have an AMA yesterday, and I was listening to them just talk. I guess it was like a chat, it wasn't really an AMA. Because they weren't really giving out any type of information to any questions. So I thought no matter what, any questions that I asked would not be good, because I wouldn't be on the positive side. First of all, mentioning that I think Shib Queenie came out and mentioned that the defense team is doing a great job of basically getting all the these like scammers and all of them out there with that blog post that said we understand transparency and we want transparency and all that stuff. And it was just a problem. I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and um, mess up their fun here. I should have said something, but I feel like they wouldn't have let me speak anyways, just because of what did come out on the blog post, or what they put out on that blog post, which is stupid. So, anyways, I wanted to ask questions. I was hoping that someone would say something about this, or something about why couldn't we stake our SHIB as well? Why is it just bone and leash? Um, but the metaverse is open, or not the metaverse, but the bidding event for the plots of land is open. If you wanted to do it, you would just stake your bone, you would stake your leash here, and you can join those the bidding event for the plots of land. So if you want to enter the map here, you have to at least stake your shiboshis or your leash in order to do that. So you go to the lock page and you go ahead and stake whatever you could stake. It's going to take you over here if you want to buy leash and you know get point 0.2 leash or whatever you want. So it'll take you over to Shiba Swap if you wanted to do that. But I it just bothers me. And I think the question that I wanted to ask really was that um uh sorry, I got caught reading something. The question that I really wanted to ask with this, um Jesus, now I can't remember. Maybe I wouldn't have remembered at that time. Maybe I'll figure it out. But yeah, you're allowed to stake your or lock your leash and join the bidding event. And that was live at 12 o'clock. I don't understand what the holdup was. Was it waiting for Ethereum to get back to $3,000? Is that the case? When did Ethereum get back to $3,000? Because I know it was down below 3,000. Let's see. Let's go to Ethereum. I still can't remember what I wanted to ask. So let's see. It was that was 12:12. So what time? So it got back to $3,000 later in the day, and I guess they were waiting for this to make some moves, but I don't know what time this was. It's 12 a.m. So yeah, at about 12 a.m., that's where they started to. Um, that's where they made it live. I believe it was like 6 hours, 7 hours ago. So it was like 12:01 a.m. Over here, and if you're on the West Coast, then it was like 10, something like that. Different time zones for everybody. But they did wait until it got to like $3,000, and then obviously the bidding event starts. So it's good. It's fine. I remember the one thing I wanted to ask them was about future land sales, right? Because they are doing like a funding type of thing where they're trying to fund the metaverse, and it makes sense that they're going to take majority of the money, if they are, and put it towards the metaverse. So that's great, and they need to be able to fund the metaverse, which is no matter what understandable if you were using Bone, Leash, Ethereum, SHIB in order to buy land. But that's um, we should have definitely had the ability to buy in SHIB. And in the future, if they're not looking to fund projects, if they're not looking to, obviously they're looking to reinvest it, but if they're not looking to just get funding, then they should be making this purchasable in SHIB for future land projects. The first one, I mean, I guess it's understandable to a point. Um, oh wow, we're 53 members short of 1,000 members on Discord. That's crazy, guys. 53 members short. I do have to check something out because someone told me a way to get that damn scammer that's in the Discord group out, and I have to try it. Not any duration, 1 minute. We'll do subscribers only. So I do need to try something in order to figure that out. And I don't know how yet. But let me go to settings and figure it out. Because yeah, this definitely is a problem. We have 945 members in the Discord group, which is amazing, guys. Let me go ahead and share the Discord group so you guys can join it. If you're not joining it, feel free to be a part of it because we care about Shiba Inu, right? And everything we talk about is related to helping Shiba Inu in a big way. Did someone send a super chat? Thank you, Ryan, for that super chat. I really appreciate that. I did not see that, and I'm sorry that I didn't see it. I really appreciate your super chat and sending me anything. It helps out because obviously this is my 9 to 5, so I do this for a living, and it's fun to be a part of it. Fun to be a part of this community, even just cryptocurrency community. It's fun to be a part of this community. Let me go back to Ethereum, or sorry, let me go back to Shiba Inu to see where we're at there. I'll tell you what, the video that I made yesterday on Zelda Inu, guys, Zelda Inu is going to be something that really takes off. You got to be prepared. I mean, we're up 9% either way. I think it's good to see, Shiba Inu up in these not higher prices, but higher prices than where it was. It was at 22, high 22s, and then seeing that at 26 is great. I just can't wait for cryptocurrency in general to come back. Hopefully that does make a move. Morning, Matt and SHIB fam. People beating up on Stephen Cooper. What did Stephen Cooper do? Because they keep pumping Bone and Leash. Always keep SHIB to the side. It seems that way, yeah. I would have said it. I would have said I got in there early and I didn't hear that part. I got in late. Yeah, they came into I guess they started with that whole AMA or chat or whatever it was yesterday, and I heard somebody ask a question, about other people that are involved and partnerships and all that stuff, and with burn projects, and they said, well, basically, that they referred to the blog and said that the people that were in there, well, that was SHIB Queenie that came out and said we fully support that blog that was posted and will refer to that blog. So if you guys want to go and check that out, then they basically said go and check it out and you see what was written and how it makes it difficult to be like within partnerships or something like that, especially with the community and all that stuff. So it's something that's thoroughly vetted, but that's not the case. They don't want anything that's from the outside. They have not partnered with anybody that was from the outside that was creating something on their own to burn Shiba Inu, right? We're creating things that have like utility with SHIB. All the partnerships that they had, they're not creating that, right? They're just a business or a brand, right? And they're looking to rebrand their business so that it gains popularity. And yes, it has gained popularity with John Richmond doing these NFTs, right? And then doing a second set of NFTs, and then having Wellies that hasn't really gained anything off of it, but popularity. And yes, the food looks delicious. It looks amazing, but it probably looked delicious before they partnered with Shiba Inu. So it's not something that just because they partnered with Shiba Inu, now they have a new recipe and everything looks amazing. That's not the case. So everybody that's partnering with SHIB right now doesn't implement some sort of burn or some sort of investment or anything like that. The only people that are making an investment is the SHIB ecosystem, the ecosystem that they have set up to where they're offering um, NFTs and land and the metaverse and all of this other stuff that doesn't really benefit Shiba Inu at all. It benefits the ecosystem. So that's why I kind of split them into two people. You have the ecosystem and you have the community, because the ecosystem doesn't necessarily line up with what the community wants, because the community wants Shiba Inu to burn off these tokens. And it's not necessarily a good thing to have 90% burn off in one shot. We all know that. Consistent burns over a long period of time is the best bet. And what they're not doing is setting us up for success. If you have no popularity and you're burning coins, then you end up seeing the price go down and not go up. The price ceiling still goes up and people can hit a higher price ceiling, but then you start to see the popularity go down, and then they're just like, I told you so. Burning really doesn't play a huge role. You might as well buy Bone and Leash, and they're going to just try and push you towards the other projects that are in their ecosystem. And slowly, as you see, SHIB is king and it has that big, logo, and you have everything else that has small logos. Slowly but surely, that SHIB logo is going to start getting smaller and smaller, and it's going to move to the bottom, and you're going to see the metaverse up top rather than SHIB. I guarantee it. They're going to do something like that. But I want to apply pressure. What they introduced with Milkshake's tweet here, what they introduced here is obviously not enough, right? We need to keep applying pressure, because this is great to be able to see that you can buy hubs with Leash and to be able to buy any type of blocked or reserved spaces, which are the highest valued lands. That's great to be able to see. But we want to see a continuation of that. If they are not going to implement SHIB into the metaverse, then it's not something that I fully support. I will tell you about it, but it's not something I fully support. Let's hope with Robinhood listing in the metaverse is enough to move SHIB to clear 1 or 2 zeros this year. Yeah, I think we will clear a zero depending on what does happen with everything else, because we still need to see benefits of how SHIB benefits out of this. Because right now, until like the bidding event stops, and public sale stops, and all, or public sale goes out, nobody can rename their lands, and nobody can do any of these extra things in order to burn SHIB. It's all on the basis of people buying the lands right now, and you can't do anything with it once you buy the lands. Good morning, Matt. Thanks for the Zelda Inu update yesterday. As you said, some huge moves are coming for the weekend, and urge anyone interested to seriously get yourself prepared. Yeah, I would agree. The things that I have seen look so good for Zelda Inu, and I'm very prepared for what they have to offer, and especially where they're sitting at. Because right now, if you look at Zelda Inu, they're around that 3 cent mark, right? 2.8 cents, right? You're not looking at it at some of the highs, you're not looking at it at the absolute lows, but it's definitely at a price to where it makes it very, very interesting in any type of price movement, especially when you're looking at something that's 3 cents and has 500 million coins in circulating supply. That's 3 cents, 500 million circulating supply, and they burn, and you see popularity. So once they do have more markets that they end up getting into, especially like big exchanges, this thing is going to absolutely blow. And we're going to see this hit not only the moon, but Mars and Pluto, right? It's going to take it's going to jump. It's going to take a huge leap. So I'm excited to see what we could see there. I want a T-shirt that says Matthew Perry 100% transparent, signed by you. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, like, I didn't want to have to, and like, that's the kind person in me, because I was going to raise my hand. I feel like they wouldn't have brought me up and let me talk, because I was gonna say, look, I don't appreciate what was written about me, because you're writing something about somebody that's 100% transparent. I just want to say that we don't have to get into that discussion, because you guys know that you're wrong. But that's the kind person to me. I don't want to interrupt their chat and get together and create some sort of negative um, mindset or have everybody there block me just like Trophius did. Um, so I was just like, I just ended up listening. And if somebody said something too ridiculous, I would have stepped up, obviously. But if it was just like, it just bothered me because that's the time where you can actually say something and say, look, what was the point of that? There's no point at all. Not SHIB, but BTC. Sorry, typo. I don't know what you asked there. BTC is pulling the market down again. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin kind of controls the market. This is his only 9 to 5. I know that it goes from 7 to 10. That's not true. That's not true. I have to record videos and then upload them later, and then I'm still recording videos for golf, and I love playing golf. It's just I'll tell you what. Yesterday was frustrating. There was four groups of like I'm for any person playing golf, but there was four groups in a row that had um a bunch of people that could not hit the ball far at all, right? Like I'm talking about 20 yards every single shot at max. So they're playing the black tees, which is like the middle of the road tees when they probably should be playing like the senior tees. Um, and they're hitting the ball 20 yards. Then they would all travel in different directions, and they would all hit their ball. One person would go 10 yards, the other person would go 20, the other person would go 15, and they would all go to their ball and all huddle around their ball. No one would go to separate balls. They would all go to this ball, then this ball, then this ball. And I was just like, what are you guys doing? Like, go to your balls, hit those balls, and then do that again. Like it's not, I don't know what their problem is. So it was a nightmare, and that was four groups in a row, and I was just standing there on the tee, and I was like, this is painful. So then I ended up joining a twosome to make it move less slow, even though it was still very very slow. So that was the worst outing that I've ever experienced, and it took me 6 hours to finish that round. It usually takes me by myself an hour and a half, maybe two, to finish a round. And I understand that if you have groups in front of you, it's going to take you a little bit longer. So 3 hours is kind of the allotted time. It took me six, so that was fun, very very fun. That's one thing that's frustrating about golf is that it takes forever. $27.7 million worth of SHIB just bought. The whales are stacking up. Yeah, it seems like they're always stacking up, but when whales end up stacking up, they're looking for a short-term move. It's never a crazy long-term move. It's a short-term move. So the more you buy with Shiba Inu, so say you end up buying, $20 million worth, if it's one person or $1 million worth, you're looking for a quick move. And a quick move can turn that 1 million into 2 million or that 2 million into 4 million, right? And that's what they're really looking for here. And sometimes they're not even looking for that. They just look for 300,000 or 200,000. If they gain 20%, like yesterday, I'm sure you saw people that invested in when they saw the Robinhood news. It went all the way up to 2029, 29.9. And then people sold a little bit because those people made a 30% gain on their $1 million. That's a $300,000 gain in a matter of just a few hours. So they made their money, they get out. They take that 300,000, they may put it in SHIB at the lows, and they go on about their day. So it's good and bad. I know that I don't like. I mean, I like day trading and I like swing trading and all of that. Um, but when you have so much money, it's just so easy to be able to gain more money if you find the right catalyst, right? That makes sense. Sorry, I typed the wrong. I typed wrong. Meant to say BTC. Been driving down. Yeah, BTC has been falling down pretty hard. It's down 11% in the last 7 days. The good thing is you see Ethereum that's down only 8% in the last 7 days. I feel like, I don't know how you feel about it. Are you going to see the flippening? Are we going to see this end up taking over? Ethereum's going to take over Bitcoin, you know, when layer two completely drops? Is that what's going to happen? I think it's definitely a possibility. Um, Shiba deleted too many zeros already. Nonsense to put money in Vault Inu. Vault Inu is next thing. I don't know about that. I hate migrations. I have Vault Inu, but it's not something where I have a lot. It's like $30 or $100 or something. And if it's gonna make a move, then it makes a move. But I hate migrations. I absolutely do. I've had no luck with any type of migrations. Um, I don't care what anybody says about you. You asked the question, needed to hold the devs accountable to the community. I appreciate the tough questions and accountability. Keep speaking for Shiba Army. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that because there's a lot of people that may only see the dev sides of things. And I see when I look into the project, I see it from a 10,000-foot view. A lot of people are blinded by what they're doing every single step of the way, but take a 10,000-foot view, step back, look at everything on a map, and understand how, if you're Shiba Army, how are all of these things helping your investment for Shiba? That's really what you need to do is look back and say, what's going on with this? Um, are the lands helping Shiba? Well, not right now. The purchase of land is all through Ethereum. You have to stake your lease or Shiboshis, right? So everything that they created is somehow linking together, but Shiba is not linking with all of those things. Why are they linking everything else together, but then they're not linking Shiba into it? It's like you notice that they created Shiboshis. Okay, Shiboshis are its own thing. Well, now you get to link your Shiboshis in order to get this land. Okay, well, now Shiboshis has a play in the metaverse, and a big play in the metaverse because people would want to buy Shiboshis in order to, um, uh, what's it called, lock them, right? And they'll end up spending more money, which I don't know if a percentage goes back to the creators of Shiboshis because people are trading them for more money, makes them more valuable because they have utility, right? And people are staking that or locking it. Same thing with leash. They buy this leash. They have to buy a bunch of leash, which I think the price of leash might be up. I'm not 100% sure, but they have to buy this leash in order to lock it for land. So it's creating utility for leash. But what's being left aside right now? Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu has no utility within this metaverse, within this ecosystem that they create. Because yes, they're throwing you information saying later on Shiba Inu will be able to be renamed for SHIB, which is, I mean, I'm not going to hate on any utility, but I am going to hate on the fact that you're including everything else within all of these steps, but Shiba Inu has a later step, right? Shiba Inu is king, but it has that later step to where it's not benefiting from it right now. So that's the real problem that I have with this is just the fact that they they continue to push Shiba Inu to the side, and it's not something that I like to see, especially as a Shiba holder and somebody that's I guess I would consider myself a main part of the Shiba army, trying to be a voice for the Shiba army that doesn't necessarily have that voice because we can all come together and say we do this, but the point is that we have to have somebody that builds something that brings us all together, and that's why I'm trying to build this Discord group that the link will be in the description or in the chat if you guys want to join that. But that's why I'm trying to build this Discord group is because I care. um, Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried. Really, I didn't know when he passed away recently, or like I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff, but wow. Wow. Matthew, what are your thoughts on Vault Inu? So again, my thoughts on Vault Inu is that I just don't like migrations. I was interested in what they had like sort of to offer, but I don't know. I'm not really the biggest fan of Vault Inu. I have it, but I'm not the biggest fan. I have it for a just in case scenario. What is the total amount of SHIB burned? If we go to Shiba burn, so if we go over here, we go to, if you ever want to know what the total amount of SHIB that has been burned, go over here and actually you got to look up SHIB burn. You go to SHIB burn, they have 228,000 followers, which is great. If we go down to or go to their website, you'll be able to figure out exactly how much has been burned in total. Now, there's 3 burn wallets, one for Shiboshis, the other one is the main burn wallet, and then you have the second one that's kind of like you know, hey, you got some Shiboshi volume here, which is great. It's great to be able to see that. Not a crazy amount, but you do see some Shiboshis that have been burned off recently in the last, I guess, 4 hours or 5 hours. Um, but yeah, you have one main wallet, one secondary wallet. That's a burn wallet, and then you have a Shiboshi wallet, um, or burn wallet for Shiboshis, and probably land as well. But if you want to look at the total burned, it's 410 trillion, 312 billion, 312 million, 61,918. If you're looking at the amount that has been burned in totality from the community and not just like Vitalik and other bigger burns from the implementation of all of this, you're really looking at a lesser amount. It's probably somewhere around, let's say, 40 to 50 billion. We haven't burned a lot, so that's how much that is. Smart move. Caleb, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a Make Money member. Yeah, I was saying all the time that when SHIB gets listed on Robinhood, that we will be no effect on SHIB's price. So what's your take on this? So I don't think there's a no effect. I think we definitely see the ability to raise the price quite a bit, but that's it. It's just to raise the price up to or above that lower level. So now we're creating a newer price floor. So instead of that price floor being 2,000, I think now it's like 2,300 is like the price floor, because it's just you have more people that can buy it, easier ways of buying it. So the more ways that you have of buying it, the higher the price floor is. So I think that's really all you get out of it. And you can also create more mass adoption with more exchanges and every single exchange that's out there. The problem is that you need to see that price ceiling increase, which is with burning. So Robinhood's not going to be the only way that Shiba Inu ends up, getting to 1 penny, because you need to be able to burn some. And everyone knows that. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you go follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. There's some things going around that's just bothering the hell out of me. There are, like, people know that it's not me, but they're reaching out to like my like friends and family about like some sort of, like, I don't know, scam or something, and they're reaching out to me on uh Discord. Wait, they're not reaching out to me. Well, they're reaching out to people on Discord, but they're reaching out to people on Instagram, on Twitter. They're copying everything. And I've reported the accounts, but Instagram is doing nothing, right? Give me a second. I just realized that it was showing the like stop button for recording on the screen, so I had to get rid of it. But yeah, it's a problem, and I need to fix it because I can't have them reach out to my friends and family. Like, that's just, they're reaching out to me, and then somebody's reaching out to my wife, telling them that someone's impersonating me, and like, I know it. I can't do anything about it, which sucks. It's like, why are you doing something like that? Like, I understand that people are going to do that, and I've seen that with many other people. But I guess if people are doing that, then you know that you sort of made it. I guess. And that there's a reason why they're copying you. Like, they wouldn't copy any random person out there. Golf with Matt. Today's episode: how to get a hole in one every shot. That would be ridiculous. That'd be fun. So they're using SHIB as a pump and dump to keep the price down in the process. I wouldn't say that they're using SHIB as a pump and dump. I think they're using Shiba Inu as a mascot, and we need to call this thing out, because yes, they're trying to apply these little bits of utility, but why does the utility wait for Shiba Inu? The utility should not wait for SHIB, because SHIB was the reason that they got here, right? And because they don't have any control over that, they don't want to push it anymore. That's what it seems like. And I don't want to sit here and put words in their mouth. I'm just putting words to their actions, right? Because they're over here showing you all of these things, everything that they have, and being so hype around it. But then when it comes to SHIB, it's like, well, what utility do you have for it? Well, we brought an image to it with John Richmond. What do you mean? Shiba Inu brought the image to John Richmond. Shiba Inu brought the image to Wellies. Shiba Inu is bringing the popularity to Bone and Leash. Shiba Inu is bringing the popularity to the Metaverse. Shiba Inu is bringing the popularity to Shiboshis. But you decide to add all of these other pieces and make those pieces interact with each other, but nothing interacts with SHIB. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to any of you? Like I don't see it at all as a benefit to Shiba Inu until it starts creating utility for SHIB. Yes, they have now payments, and that's great that you can have a business that decides you can pay in SHIB, and that's great to see that Bitcoin or the BTMs or whatever they're called, the cryptocurrency ATMs now hold Shiba Inu there, but it's not on a way that creates utility within an investment. Utility in an investment is way better than utility in a depreciating asset. If you buy something, say if I bought this remote right here, I wanted to buy this remote. I don't know why I keep looking that way. I'm trying to address the chat, but say you bought this remote right here, right? And you wanted to buy it with SHIB. Well, this is a asset that you're probably not going to hold on to for long. You're probably going to hold on to this for, I don't know, 5 years. Maybe you'll get a new TV with a better remote, right? So it's an asset that depreciates in value for you versus you buying Shiba Inu lands, right? If you buy a metaverse land, a plot of land, it appreciates in value as years go on, just like if you were buying real estate, right? Now, if you could buy real estate with Shiba Inu, that's a different story. But it just bothers the hell out of me that they decide to make this all revolve around Leash and Shiboshis and make those interact with each other while SHIB is the redheaded stepchild. Sorry if you are a redheaded stepchild. I'm sure you get a lot of love from your family. And that cough wasn't it. You know what? Whatever. Let's see. I hold 120 million SHIB sitting about $3,162. I'm down about $880. What do you see in my next 2 years? So I see some massive movement in the next 2 years. In the next year, I expect it to lose a zero. And I expect us to apply so much pressure. I expect it to apply so much pressure that we end up seeing SHIB get a ton of use out of it, right? And that's what I see in like the next 2 years. I do see this losing a zero and getting to a point to where it's actually could be borderline worth $100 billion in a market cap. But yeah, I got an invitation to Instagram from a fake Matthew G. Perry and got a DM from the person. I already have your real Instagram, so I knew it wasn't you. Yeah, if anybody gets contacted by anybody, if you don't contact me first, like if you contact me first and I talk to you, know that I'm talking to you. And if someone contacts you first and says, hey, thank you for joining Instagram or thank you for joining Discord or whatever, I am not contacting you directly for doing that. I know that sounds horrible, but this is technically helping people, because if I was contacting every single follower, then this would be an issue to where we have some sort of a problem, which sounds like it shouldn't be a problem, because you want to be able to contact people that join your Discord group. And I do, but now I cannot contact anybody directly. You have to contact me. And the funny thing is, they are contacting people right away in Discord. They're contacting people right away in Instagram, contacting people right away in Twitter. I've reported these accounts as many times as I can, and I understand this is a way, like, well, now with them doing this is a way for me to get verified, even though I only have 4,000 followers on Twitter. and 8,000 followers on Instagram. Um, but if they're copying me, that like I don't know what to do. But I guess to answer your question, in the next year, yes, they are selling land, by the way. To answer your question, in the next 2 years, I see this getting to a level of 0.0002 or 3 in the next 1 year, right? Um, so the end of this year, we're going to see this lose a zero, in my opinion, as long as things do continue to go the right way. Um, and the next like full year from now, so from April to April, I expect a bigger move in the burns so that we can get this to an even higher level. The ceiling can rise just a little bit more. But within the next 5 years, that's where I'm starting to see a lot of an impact. And the next 10 years, it's more of an impact. The scammer tried to get my wallet address from me, and I see the Twitter page followers only people from foreign countries follow them. Yeah, it's bothering the hell out of me. No mascot. I was trying to wipe my wallet. Uh, was trying to wipe my wallet out. Yeah, I know they were trying to do that. That's exactly what they're looking for. SHIB made people millionaires. Billionaire deleted. It makes people millionaires. Billionaire deleted a lot of zeros. Yeah. Pathetic use for SHIB in the metaverse. Yes, it's sort of a pathetic use for SHIB. Showing the love. Sorry, I can't match Don. Yeah, Don yesterday was ridiculous, selling or sending $400. It's just crazy, and then not saying anything until maybe like 10 minutes later, letting it all sink in. Ridiculous. Super chat hype. They get hyped and they get hacked in the Discord info. They hacked the Discord info. What do you mean? So we drop a zero. I'm at 30K. Should I hold or pull off an amount and stake it for the uh or if there's a drop? So it's totally up to you. I'm a proponent of finding your selling points. So I have a full spreadsheet, and most people know this. I have a full spreadsheet to where I break down what your exit strategy could be. And let me see if I actually have it up. So I break down what your exit strategy could be, and basically it gives you a scenario to where you can look at your price points and basically take your coins and any APY that you're gaining right now, and let's say you're gaining 2%. You can basically look at it and say, all right, when it loses a zero, which would be this point right here, I would have however much, $144,000 if I'm holding 1 billion, right? I don't know how many coins you're holding there, but I'm holding 200 million. So if it loses 1 0, I'm now holding $20,000, which is basically a 4x return from where we were at previously, right? Um, then what you are going to see is you can basically take your initial investment if you wanted to and let the rest sit there and be happy with what you have. Or if you see future growth and you see a certain level that you want to get to, you basically get to losing maybe another zero right here. That's 225,000. So that's a way better bet as you do lose another zero. That's $225,000 that you can now take out something there. So it gives you the ability to take out something. So say you wanted to take out 100 million, just take out half and be comfortable with that. Right? That's $120,000 that you're going to end up pocketing while still having, um, you know, what, 200 or $100,000 left, $130,000 left, and then it gets to the next point, right? You now have $189,000. You get to the next point, it's $272,000. So you start getting to other points, and you start taking different investments. So then you take another 20, right? Another 20 million, which is another $100,000. You get to 1 penny. You may take all of it. You're like, hey, you know what? I'm done with this, and I'm going to take everything that I own, or I'm going to take, let's say, 40 million. Take 40 million, that's $400,000. Then you go down here, you're going to see other levels, and you're at $1 million or 13 million or 27 million. It gives you the ability to break all of this stuff down. Now, this is on my Patreon if you guys want to get this spreadsheet. It is on that Patreon where you can break this all down. Good morning, everybody. Matthew Perry, the Discord now has 950 members. I have seen that. 950 members, which is insane. How do you get the land in the metaverse? So if you wanted to get the land, you have to go over here and lock your leash or Shiboshis. You can have Shiboshi locker or leash locker, and you can buy leash by going over here to buy it, and it's going to take you over to Shiba Swap to buy leash, which is not. It's sort of expensive. You have to buy at least like point 0.2 leash, and if you want to lock like one leash or two leash, you can definitely do that. But then you'll be able to enter the lands map and bid for your spot of land, but I'm sure it's going to be expensive. I don't know what they will go for, and I wish I had the ability to see what they would go for. Maybe I should just buy some leash and lock it just to show people how much they're spending on that. But I'm not sure. I don't have it. I don't have anything locked there. But that's how you go and do that. And right now, buying your land, people are confused. Buying your land, it doesn't mean that you get access to the metaverse right now. The metaverse is not open. The metaverse hasn't been created yet. This is just giving you the ability to, reserve your spot within the metaverse, reserve your property within the metaverse, and it's good as long as the metaverse gets fully created and is on track for deployment, basically. So 5-year-old can hack Discord. It's super simple. Well, hopefully they don't do that. Recently bought a Bali's NFT. What does it mean to deposit an NFT? What does it mean to deposit an NFT? I'm not 100% sure. Deposit a new NFT would mean that you're bringing an NFT to your wallet. So say you're moving a brand new NFT to your wallet. Let's say if I go to my NFTs or my wallet here, I can deposit a new NFT from a different platform. So it's just like you depositing new cryptocurrency. You would take an NFT from somewhere else and you would bring it over to the crypto.com platform. As long as it comes through in a certain network, I think. Sending NFTs not originally minted on the crypto.com/NFT to the address may result in permanent loss of your NFT. So if it wasn't created on the crypto.com exchange, if you're using crypto.org exchange, let me go ahead and show you this. So when you deposit an NFT, it's going to basically say, hey, this right here, sending NFTs not originally minted on crypto.com may result in permanent loss. That's only if you have it on crypto.org chain. But then if you go to Ethereum, only deposits NFT, the whitelisted collected supported sending tokens from non-whitelisted collections will result in the permanent loss of your NFTs. Full whitelist and support NFT collections on Ethereum. You would proceed, and then you would get this. Then you also have Polygon that you could send it, and it gives you the same warning. So basically, it's just depositing an NFT into your account, and then you can go from there. And I just wouldn't do it. The reason being is because I don't trust sending it because I don't know, all the details to it, and if I would lose my NFT completely, you know. But I would love to hold all my NFTs in one platform. That would be phenomenal. Let me go back to here. 499. Wait, where are we at? The fact that y'all are happy to be in Discord with hackers in so easy to obtain IP address from Discord. All right, relax. Let's let's relax with that. I don't understand what you're even talking about. Jesus. I've got 4 million SHIB. If I hear anything else with that, I'm just gonna uh, kick you out of this live because it just talk about what we're talking about here. If you have a problem with Discord, take it up with Discord. I'm one of those that only holds 120 million. Only holds 120 million. That's pretty good. This is my retirement as I am 42. Well, yeah, this is definitely something that can either take off. I'm definitely hoping for the fact that it could take off, right? If they totally neglect SHIB, we want to make sure we have a backup plan, and that's why I'm creating all the things that I can create. And that's why I'm creating all the things that I can create for this in order to create a big community around Shiba Inu and people that care about Shiba Inu. Because it's not to where we want to completely neglect Shiba Inu, but it's showing that the devs are not adding them into the ecosystem, even though we did have that little piece that showed that they were adding them into the ecosystem. It's just at a later date, and it's not. It should be something to where Shiba Inu should be a large part at all areas and all corners of the metaverse of the ecosystem in general, right? um, let's see. Don't mind waiting 10 years. Super hype. You're going to see a rise on car dealerships accepting SHIB and other markets. That would be amazing if you have things that, like if you start to accept SHIB through like real estate purchases. I would love that because that's creating an investment or an appreciating asset with buying, like you're spending an appreciating asset to get an appreciating asset. So like I can take my Shiba Inu and buy real estate with it. So if Shiba Inu goes to a price to where it's at 1 cent, right, and my 202 million that I'm holding, or however much I have at that point, um, is now worth, let's say it goes to 1 cent and it's worth $2 million. Well, now I can buy real estate with it, right? I can buy real estate at any point somewhere around this level, but if it gets to $2 million, I can now buy real estate with it. So instead of selling it completely, I can literally, off it to someone else for real estate, and then be able to appreciate the value of that real estate that I have. And it's like I don't even have to get a loan. I can just literally hand over the Shiba Inu that's worth however much, and then boom, the transaction is done. It could be that easy. It's not like you have to use banks. You can literally take the 202 or take however many million. Let's say the property's worth 1 million. I could take $1 million worth of SHIB and just buy the property by sending it to their wallet. How easy is that? Right? Good morning, Matthew. What did I miss? This sounds new. So yeah, lands have now dropped. Robinhood is now open. So you can buy Shiba Inu on Robinhood if you wanted to. It's down about 1% over the day. I guess whenever they have their cutoff. So in the morning, you're going by 12 a.m. So they do a solid cutoff. But you can buy it on Robinhood, which is really good. And they actually have an about section, which is good as well. And it has a circulating supply of 449 or 549 trillion SHIB tokens. So yeah, that's really the news. Let it burn. Hashtag Matt is transparent. Yes, I am. I just locked some leash. Can you see people bidding for land if you don't lock leash? You can't see people bidding for land if you can't enter the area um, without locking leash or shiboshis, right? Any shiboshi that you have, you can lock. Any leash that you have, you can lock. Um, but yeah, you can't get in there, and I would love to be able to see what they're bidding for. If someone does have access, please, screenshot some things because I don't want to get access. I really don't want to hold, land. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, I don't know how it's going to benefit SHIB in the long run. I mean, they say that you can buy, the highest valued land, right? The highest valued property, or hubs within the metaverse. That's great. But when it comes to the full metaverse, what, like, how can we use SHIB, or are we going to be looking to use the SHI token? I'm tired, man. All right, we got 364 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button too if you're not subscribed. Yeah, Denny's, if you if you end up getting access in there, feel free to send some screenshots to the Discord group, and we can get an understanding of exactly what's going on over there. Or if anybody has access to it, uh, please let me know what they're bidding for. If you can see how much they're bidding for, I know there's people that are going to be able to see things and see that it's bidding for like $200 or zero point 0.2 leash or zero point 0.2 Ethereum, and then they're going to go and bid on that. And you're never going to see one that sells for zero point 0.2 Ethereum, I don't think. When Bitcoin drops 85% of the value, which does every time in a bear market, and altcoins drop 95%, where does that leave Shiba's price wise? So obviously, Shiba is going to have a massive effect negatively towards the market, because the problem is that I believe institutions are now heavily investing into cryptocurrency, which is a problem because now the stock market is lining up with the crypto market, which is something we don't want to see. While people are hesitant to get into the stock market, a lot of people will be more willing to get into the crypto market. But when the stock market dumps, it's because of the institutions that are either afraid or see something that's coming for the future. And then they end up dumping not only their stocks, but also their cryptocurrency, since a lot of institutions are now investing into cryptocurrency heavily, because this is where you can make money. And now this is where they can now control where cryptocurrency goes with the amount of money that they have, which sucks. Why car dealerships want SHIB? I don't know. I don't know why they would. Can you show the map? I can't show the map right now. Denny's post some pictures in the Discord. Yeah, definitely do that. Thanks again, Matt, for answering my question. Thought it meant like staking. Yeah, thanks again. Keep up the awesome job. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here. Thank you for asking questions. You think the devs are not using SHIB in their utilities because they don't hold any SHIB themselves? But maybe they hold leash and bone. They definitely hold leash and bone. They all, like, they created leash and bone. They hold a lot of it, and it gives them a lot of value. And they also hold some Shiboshis, so they have value in Shiboshis as well. So they're looking to create value for themselves. I'm not saying that they're absolutely money hungry, but we understand that the human race, and don't get offended if you're part of the human race, which you should be if you're watching this. If you're a dog and you're watching this, I don't know what's going on. But the human race, and I will get to all the super chats. Thank you for sending those. The human race is greedy. I know for a fact, because I know that I try not to be greedy, but every time I see gains in the stock market, I'm like, well, it could go up a little bit more. Every time I see gains in the crypto market, well, it can go up a little bit more. So you have to remain disciplined in a way. But when we look at what they've built in the ecosystem, it's all about what they can end up getting in the end, like how much money they can end up getting in the end. So it kind of sucks that we see what they're building here and it's not helping Shiba Inu, but we have to kind of live with it. Buy yourself a coffee. I see you yawning. Thank you, Joey, for that super chat. I'm not a coffee drinker. My wife is. I'm not. Coffee fund. Inflation is a bitch. That's funny. That's hilarious. Um, thank you for becoming a member or upgrading your membership, Caleb. I appreciate that. Um, I'm joining the Discord. Yeah, join the Discord and show us some pictures of the map and see what they're selling for. If you want to update people within the certain section, so there's a metaverse or a SHIB the metaverse section. So if you want to go in there and show us the map and see what things are bidding for, feel free to go in there. Again, we currently have 957 members within this Discord group. So feel free to join that, join the Discord group and be a part of it. If you do get messaged by someone that is pretending to be me, it's not me. So I'm not going to message you directly. You can message me and I will respond back to you, but only if you message me. And remember, my name will be bluish green. So I am literally the leader and owner of this Discord group right now. And I want to bring on more people that are community leaders as well as admin. But yeah, join this and let me know within the Metaverse section. Let's see. What's up, Matt? SHIB announced that they're coming up with more uses for SHIB in the metaverse. Claybro gave you props for making that happen earlier this morning. Congrats, bro. Well, thanks. I think it doesn't stop here. I appreciate him doing that. I haven't watched it, but um, I uh, I think this is a start. This is not anything that we need to get insanely excited about and say this is a win and give up on the mission, because I think this might be what they want. Because if you haven't noticed, with more uses, more utility in the metaverse, that's that's great, but that's within the metaverse. The metaverse hasn't dropped yet. They're making all of this money from Shiba Inu, or sorry, from the metaverse lands, from Ethereum, from selling in Ethereum, also in Shiboshis and all that stuff. We need to have more implementation. We need to have more connection between the metaverse, between all their outside investments, all their outside pieces with SHIB. We need to have those connections together, because right now we still see SHIB on the side and we see all these connections taking place. Again, you have to stake your leash in order to buy into the lands, right? You have to stake your Shiboshis in order to buy into the land. It gives them both utility that SHIB does not have yet, right? So I understand that they're trying to create a lot of value out of these positions that they hold a lot of, but they need to also focus on SHIB, which is the majority of the community. We support SHIB. Millions of people support SHIB, and we hope that they do something bigger, not just this. So 2 years for up to $400,000. Is that what you're saying? I think, yes, you can see that to an extent. The only thing is we need to see positivity. We need to see progression within SHIB and the burning rates in order to see that. Good morning, Matt. Thank you for all you do. What's your opinion on the devs and why they're so against burning? Is there something we all are missing? So I don't think there's something we're missing. It's just they created what they created, right? They have no ability to adjust SHIB in any way. I don't think they have the ability to adjust the contract to burn off a certain percentage, like other coins do. Like other coins can create a tax. SHIB has no tax, has no ability to update the contract or anything like that. So what can they do? Create something brand new. Now, when they create something brand new, and they're not really focusing on SHIB, they're going to start to push those other things, right? Those other things that they have in play. So burning is something that affects a position that they have little to no stock in, little to no money in. And that's probably the reason why they're behind burning so much, is because we're focusing on something else that's inside the ecosystem, but technically outside their ecosystem. And that's my opinion. I can't take that as fact, and you can't take it as fact, but that's the way that I see it, is that they don't look at Shiba Inu as king per se. They look at it as a mascot, something that will draw in people to other positions. It's just like when people create a meme coin with no value at all, right? They create a meme coin out there, whatever it is, something or SHIB or whatever, that doesn't have a use case, because there are ones out there that do have a use case, but ones that don't have a use case, and where am I going with this? Jesus, I just lost my train of thought. As I always do that to myself. I read a comment while I'm talking. I try and multitask. This is why multitasking doesn't exist. I'll let you know that it does not exist. So what am I trying to say here? The devs are so against burning. I don't know, but they're against burning. I know they are, and they've said this. Not all of them, but when it comes to, I know majority are against burning. Majority of the people that are hiding their faces are against burning, and that's why they push people out of the Discord group. I swear I lose my train of thought a lot, and that's because, again, multitasking doesn't exist, and I keep trying to multitask. Should we be staking as much as we can in this market? Um, so it's totally up to you. I think that I like to stake because you're gaining value on top of holding the position. So if you believe that that position is going to rise, let's say you believe that SHIB is going to rise to a penny, right? Throughout that time period of it rising to a penny, it would be great for you to just hold or for you to stake it for 2% or 3%, right? You're gaining more Shiba Inu throughout that time. So you're creating more of a value, right? Let's say right now I'm gaining 111 Shiba Inu every week. Well, that 111, when it gets to a dollar, could be worth $111. So I'm upping my value by $111 every single week. It's not necessarily $111 now. I swear, some allergies are bothering the hell out of me, I think. But yeah, I think staking is definitely the way to go for at least me. Giving you a little shush you. I don't know what that means. Super chat hype. Yes. Thank you for becoming a member. Florian. Florian. Hi all. I've just added a screenshot of the lands to the SHIB community Discord. Did you? So go and Jesus. Go and check this out if you guys want to go and see a screenshot. So I guess when you click on the land, price range 0.2 ETH to 2.10 ETH. Wow. So is it saying that right now it's in the Shiboshi zone? So leasing hub, diamond, platinum, gold tail, silver fur, no bid yet. So if it is, I'm trying to figure out. So people are bidding on this land. I'm trying to figure out what this actually means. Does this mean that it's in Shiboshi zone, that it's at the top tier when you click on a land? That's interesting. Very, very interesting. I'll have to look into that more. And maybe that it looks like they have like a video from Crypto Angel. So we'll have to see that. But I'll break that down in like a video maybe this morning. Later this morning. But that looks interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Is CRO still burning coins daily? Yes, they are. They're still burning coins. It's about 500,000 to $1 million worth every day, which is not crazy, but it's still a lot. What market cap should be SHIB to hit 1 cent? So right now the market cap would have to be ridiculously high. In order for it to hit 1 cent right now, it would be 5.9 trillion, and that's way too much. But with burning, if you get it down to like if you burn off 98%, you only need it to get to 100 billion. And 100 billion, if you burn off 98% of the supply, that would be 10 trillion coins, and 10 trillion coins multiplied by 1 cent would be that 100 billion dollar price point. So it's not bad at all. They still see it as a simple meme coin. Yeah, I think they do, and they're trying to create utility out of other coins. Maybe if you're talking about the devs, I think they're trying to create something brand new and create an ecosystem to where SHIB is kind of left behind, in my opinion, and I don't want them to do that. So we need to apply pressure, and that's what we're trying to do every single day. So is it enough that they created utility by implementing something with SHIB in the metaverse and keep us sort of happy, like kind of shut our mouths type of thing? So we go down and see what Milkshake posted right here, and we look at this. Yes, they're creating that utility for SHIB here, but it's later on, and it's not something that's the best utility in the world. It's renaming. It's not normal movement, right? If we decided to buy land, why can they not stake SHIB as well? Does that make sense to me? It doesn't make sense that you can't stake SHIB or that you can't lock your SHIB. Now they are tweeting, "Hey Robinhood, when leash and bone." Really? They're tweeting about after listing SHIB. Now they're worried about when leash and bone. Who tweeted that? Who tweeted that? Can you retweet that or can you send me that or something? Because that's something that I want to talk about. If they're gonna say when leash and bone after SHIB is just uh after SHIB is just launched, I will be insanely upset, and that's where you start to see the greed that comes into play. If they are actually saying that, be grateful they didn't pull the rug. That's true. I mean, we do have to be grateful that they didn't pull the rug, but they can't pull the rug. This is why this is here. This is why we're creating this community so that they cannot pull the rug and we create something bigger, right? They're trying to create this whole entire identity out of SHIB, but we're trying to give SHIB a little bit more value, right? There's a difference between the community and the devs right now. And I think the reason they're trying to call me out is because I called them out and basically telling people that they are not supporting SHIB. And I'm seeing it as you take a step back. Literally anybody that's a part of this, even if you have any type of doubt in what I'm saying, take a step back or jot it all down on a piece of paper. Put SHIB in the middle of the web chart, and then put all of the pieces that they created. Tell me how many things actually help SHIB with normal utility, and then you also at the same time show how many things benefit from the community of Shiba Inu itself. Like that's what you need to look at. And when you actually take a step back and you're like, wait, do they even care about SHIB at all? That's where you start questioning everything. And that's where I am right now because I just want to hear some answers. Why do you not care about SHIB? Why do you use SHIB as a mascot? Is it something where you actually see value in it? That's exactly what I think. SHIB is not as important to them, but it is for us through Go SHIB Go. Good, good for us though. Through. I cannot see these, and I'm dyslexic, so I'm gonna go with the fact that I'm dyslexic. I haven't been diagnosed as dyslexic. I just see words from the right of the sentence and sometimes the middle of the sentence before I see the first word of the sentence. That makes sense. um, I only have 40 million SHIB tokens. Will that be enough to life change to for life changing for life change in 4 years? I think it. I think it could be. It depends what you do. So it depends what life changing is for you. By the way, if you see it at a certain price and you don't want to take any value from it, I think it's always great to have your profit taking periods. If you want to hold 40 million until the end, then that's great. You can hold 40 million until the end. It's going to be a tough road because when you see it hit 1 million, you're going to want to sell everything. And that could be life changing money for anybody, $1 million. Or you see it hit $100,000, it's going to be very difficult for you to hold on to it. But when you start taking a little bit of profit, you realize that you can now use that profit as other investments to fund other investments. But when you only hold 40,000, it's like, well, I hold 40,000 and I can't do anything else. It's sort of like what I'm holding with AMC, right? Because I'm not doing anything else in the stock market because I'm holding AMC and other coins that have high short interest, and they're kind of down. They're really down right now. So while they're negative, I'm not doing anything. And while they're positive, I'm also not doing anything. But when it comes to certain levels, I'm taking profit on anything because I'm not taking all of my profit, but I'm taking some so that I can put it into other investments and fund what I want to fund. Because if you look at it and you go, all right, I have $100,000 in AMC or I have $100,000 in Shiba Inu, well, now you're looking at other investments that people are talking about and you have no money to put into it. So you want to take all your money out of SHIB and put it into these places. The Shiboshi zone is not visible on the screen. Oh, Okay, agree. They look upset that SHIB got listed. Will SHIB be used as money in the metaverse? We don't know yet. We still need to know if that's going to be the case, but I think they're trying to push for Bone and Leash and probably their stable coin to be more of a push into the metaverse. And if they're holding a massive amount of that stable coin, then it gives them value as well, whether it's valued at 1 cent or it's valued at $1. They're giving them a lot of value because they're going to be holding some of it from the start. Burns alone won't help Shiba become a long term currency. I would agree. Um, I don't think that anything will become a long term currency. There is no instance. There's only, not no instance. There's only one instance to where I will use SHIB as a form of currency, and that's to buy another investment. That's the only way. If you buy something on AMC's website, whatever, or you buy something, at a certain store, you're buying a depreciating valued asset or experience in order to, um, I guess you're paying. Sorry, you're paying with your appreciating asset to buy a depreciating asset or an experience. So that's not something that I'm willing to do because if Shiba Inu goes to $1, well, now I just spent $1 million on an AMC ticket, right? That's not what I want, right? You start looking at it and you're like, the value of that would have been $1 million if I would have waited, if I wouldn't have spent on a regular thing. Now, if you buy another investment, that investment could also appreciate in value, but it may not appreciate as much as Shiba Inu would. But you're still buying an investment with it. It's just like you buying you buying land. If you can buy land with Shiba Inu, it becomes valuable because the value of land could increase in the metaverse. SHIB devs need to do something to burn big those wallets. They all have over $200 million. For 1 cent, it would have to be 5.8, yeah, 5.9 trillion market cap. Shiba in a calculator gives you the info. Been waiting to buy land. Most people have. Check your Discord messages. I'm working on getting you a better screenshot. Well, thank you. I will check it in a little bit. Or 2.3 times the GDP value of the United States. I'm spending a penny over. Wait, I'm spending a penny over my 15 million SHIB now. They need to get their act together. I'd rather play it safe in the top five. I sort of would agree. I mean, you can definitely go with the top five cryptocurrencies that are out there. Sold, leash, and bone. Uh, these tokens need real world utility at this point. Yes and no. I think stable coins need real world utility, right? Looking at, and I understand there's two definitions of real world utility, right? Using it in the real world or using it in like real life, which real life could mean the internet, could be uh it could be online, it could be in real life, literally physically taking your phone or something and selling or sending leash to somebody, or sorry, sending Shiba Inu to somebody or whatever. So you have the two sides of it really, that you can use it everywhere, you can use it in the real world. But if you're not buying an investment with Shiba Inu, I feel like that's not something that I would do, right? If I'm buying property, I would do that, right? If I'm buying jewelry, maybe I would do that as well because that could be an investment. Not as big of an investment as Shiba Inu, but it definitely could be an investment. So the devs are greedy and they want to phase out their golden goose. they there are more of us than them. Yeah, I would agree, but the problem is that they built a community making people believe that they believe in SHIB, right? Implementing all of these things with the face of SHIB, calling this SHIB the metaverse. Obviously, using it as a mascot because SHIB is not a part of the metaverse right now, and maybe it will in the future if we apply more and more pressure. Because I firmly believe that they're looking to use other coins and not use Shiba Inu as a main part of the metaverse, even though they state that they're going to do that. Every time they're leading us on, a partnership with John Richmond, what does that do for SHIB? Absolutely nothing. Partnership with Wellies, what does that do for SHIB? Absolutely nothing, right? Eventually, you can get to a point to where a certain amount burns off, where people are spending SHIB in order to buy a burger, which the burgers do look delicious. Everything looks phenomenal, and it makes me hungry. I'm salivating right now just thinking about it. But yeah, everything that they've implemented, when you take a step back and you look at everything on the chart, nothing benefits SHIB in any way with regular utility. It could have been something where Shiba Swap, everything that was traded within there benefits SHIB in a big way. So many people would have supported a 1% burn or even a 2% burn. Now, there may be people that try and get around it, and you would see the volume that doesn't go through Shiba Swap, right? But it's just pointless what they're doing. You stake on Shiba Swap, you get the smallest amount of SHIB, or you get a larger amount of bone, right? Or leash or whatever they give you. So it just bothers the hell out of me, what they're deciding to do. But you know, whatever they decide to do, I guess, is they're leading a community to whatever they're leading them to. But this is why we're trying to build this Discord group. This Discord group here, with 964 members. We're almost at 1,000 members, which is our next goal. But this is why we're building the Discord group here, is because we care about Shiba Inu. And if something affects Shiba Inu, let's say in the metaverse, we're going to talk about it. If we have any type of recent news or new videos, we're definitely going to talk about this. If we have any tweets that come from there and we can see any type of updates, we will talk about that. Any recent burns, we have a lot of information on all the recent burns that come through Shiba Burn. I would love to have SHIB Burn a part of this and even just have a conversation with them, maybe on Twitter Spaces or on a YouTube video to talk about, one, their Twitter account and what they decide to do with it and what they support and what they don't support. But I want to hear it from them, like how they support the burns. That are coming through, if they support any of these tokens. If I know they've come out and said, I'd rather put burn it myself than put money into an investment, and let that burn off Shiba Inu. And I understand where you're coming from, but there's just so much more that we can do here. And if we build a community that has 30, 40, 50, 100,000 members, then we could see a lot of change happen, especially with burn partnerships. And we can build more burn partnerships that are burning off not only in the billions, but the trillions, right? We want to see more and more burn off every single day, right? That's what we want, right? So if there are any burn partnerships out there, feel free to DM me over here, and we can definitely talk about making you a burn partner, as long as you do have all the receipts to burning and everything. So yeah, let's see. So we got 434 people here, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out quite a bit. But we're here to talk about the lands. We're here to talk about Robinhood. Bob Sharp gave a big shout out to you and all your work and effort in the Shiba community. I've only watched him a couple of times, but it was a nice comment. Yeah, he's actually a part of the Shiba community as well. I made him a community leader because he is, talking about Shiba Inu and supports the right side of Shiba Inu, which is just supporting Shiba Inu. So if I go all the way down this list, I think it starts with an S. So yeah, he's a part of the community as well. I think he's new to Discord, so hasn't been like the most responsive, but he is a community leader. You can see right above my head. He's offline right now, but I have made him a community leader, and we will make more YouTubers, more people that are that understand the message here and what we're trying to do. A community leader or an admin, or we'll create a different group. If you're somebody that's a trusted person in the community, we'll probably work you up the rankings and just get full transparency out of you before we make you a full community leader, because obviously that gives you access to everything within the Discord group. And that's what I want, is I want them to provide change within this Discord group as well. It's not just me that's providing all the change and providing all this detail here when it comes to, burning SHIB, it comes to the announcements, all of that. You can create something else if you feel as though you have a good handle on, Discord group and understand what goes with Discord. Like right now, I'm trying to create a bot for the news because what bot I'm trying to create, and I'm going through some problems right now just running the bot because I added the bot into the server, but it's not running because of something that's going on with Python. But I'm creating a bot that can basically pull out news from the internet. So anything that includes Shiba Inu within the news, it will provide it all in here. So it doesn't have to be anything that we post manually. It'll be something like anything that we have here will be posted automatically, and you guys can check out all of those videos or all of those articles during the day, or it'll be all the articles during the day, and it'll probably be like 10 articles that come out for Shiba on that day. You know, so feel free to join the Discord group if you guys want to. Robinhood will be in the future relisting SHIB and Bone. Believe in our dev team and the mighty SHIB. But why? Why do we want that? We are spending money now for SHIB, as I continue to say, they are in the money here and now. Yes, every time Let It Burn by Usher plays on the radio, I burn 1 million coins. So that's like never, because it doesn't play on the radio. Do you have it on like iHeart Radio or something, or Spotify or whatever it is? My recommendation is to keep buying Mighty SHIB. We lose a zero this year. I agree with that. Is it possible to burn this huge amount of supply? I don't see any way to do so. So yes, there is a way, and I've talked about different ways. I've had different scenarios. You know, I love building spreadsheets, and I don't know if I have anything on here. Yeah, I don't think I have anything on here, but I did have a way that you could do that. So basically, if we see a 1% burn of all the supply, then we could see a lot that's burned off. Now, I actually like, let me see if I have it on here. So let's see. I don't know where it is, but I have it somewhere. Let me exit out of this. Sure, I'll save it. I have it somewhere, and it's like a, can't remember what it is. Might be here. Live burns. So yeah, this one right here. So basically, there are coins that are being created, right? And I believe in these coins. In some of them, I know. In other ones, I don't really have a full look on them, but I believe in some coins, right? One coin being Shiba Burn token. Now, Shiba devs have come out and said that they don't support Shiba Burn token and put them under these like known scams or whatever, which doesn't make sense to me because I've done my research. I've done thorough research on them, talked to the devs in many AMAs, and I see the value in what this coin can be because one, it holds the Shiba name, right? And two, it also shows what it does. It's very transparent, and that's what I love is transparency. So, Shiba Burn token claims that they can burn off 5% of daily volume. Now, daily volume here, if you get their daily volume when they get launched on other exchanges and everything, if you get their daily volume to $2 million worth of daily volume, that's 3.2 billion per day that you end up burning off. It's 1.2 trillion per year that you end up burning off, and it's 12 trillion in the next 10 years. Now, we know that that's not enough. We know that that's not going to get us to where we want to get to. However, if we can see this build up to the level that Shiba Inu is at, if we can see this get to the level of even a tenth of where Shiba Inu is at, we can see this burn off a massive amount in a matter of 10 years, which means that we can burn off that massive supply. So in order to get them to a level right now, I think they're at like, I don't know, a couple, maybe $100,000 in daily volume, maybe if that. But I will show you their website if you guys want to see it. But if we get to about $125 million worth of daily volume, which is a tenth of where Shiba Inu is or actually it's a fifth, not a fifth, what's it, 20th? A 20th of their daily volume when they get to their max volume. Daily or normal volume, average volume is somewhere around a tenth of that. So, Shiba Inu sits around a billion a lot of days. in volume. So we're looking at 125, or let's just say 100. Let's go with 125 million dollars in daily volume because I already have it here. That's going to be amount that we can burn 205 billion per day. That means that every year you can burn 75 trillion. Obviously, this is not factoring in any price increases, but 75 trillion there. And then you look at 375 trillion in 5 years, 751 trillion in 10 years. Obviously, that's more than the supply. So within 5 to 10 years, you can burn off all of those coins with just one burn method. Now, this is just one investment, right? That you invest into. It's a coin that you invest into to where 5% of the volume goes towards burning SHIB. And that can be increased over time. The tax will stay the same, but you can increase the, volume by, or the tax for burning for 2% or something like that. Because right now it's 5%. It could be 7%. Could be 10%. You don't know. But if we go over here to Shiba Burn on Twitter, I don't know why I typed in SIB. Shiba. Shiba Burn ERC. I haven't looked them up in a while. Shiba Burn ERC 20. You're going to see they have 8,000 followers. And I think if you go to the website here, you're going to be able to see two options, right? When you scroll down, you're going to see two options where you can buy Shiba Burn, or you can go to the Etherscan and see what or how many people are holding it. And you have 498 people that are holding it, 498 holders. And their ability to burn SHIB has been amazing because during my burn party, they burned off 1 billion SHIB. So yes, we can get there. We can definitely get there with coins like this, with coins like I forget what the other one's called. What's it? ETH SHIB. I'm not sure. They've burned off a lot. Crow. It seems like they've burned off a lot. So there's definitely some players out there that can burn off a lot of tokens. And I think when you create an investment, when you combine an investment with burning off Shiba Inu, it's a win-win for everybody, right? That's why I like it so much. And they've been transparent with me. I haven't talked to them in a little bit, but they've been transparent with me, and I know they're looking to make big moves within other exchanges because right now it's only available on Shiba Swap, which makes it difficult because it costs money. It costs a lot of money in order to pay with your gas fees and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check it out if you guys are interested. Why is everybody so happy about Shiba Inu if it won't be till years to even reach 10 cents or a dollar per share? Because the point is because there's a lot of gains in between there. There's a lot of movement in between there. I'm happy with it taking that long because the reason being, um, I can stake for that period of time. And staking, when in the end, let's say I end up having the ability to stake $1 million, right? Let's go over here. Let's see if I can bring up this. I don't have that spreadsheet up. Let's say if I can stake $1 million, right, and I'm getting 3%, quarterly. I'm happy with that, right? I'm staking $1 million, even though that's not up to 1 penny yet. It's still probably only at 0.00 like 4 or 0.001 cents or something. I'm still able to make a lot of money off of it daily with passive income if I wanted to, just take that and pocket it, or I can put it back in there and let it run with the investment. Most likely, I will take the investment as time goes on, and I will just keep it for myself. Obviously, with the APY that I'm getting paid out, it makes sense for me to take that and put it into other investments that I have and just keep what I'm holding in SHIB, or just take that money and use it as a form of passive income yearly. And that could be a really, really big thing. Now, I don't know if we'll see the stakeable amount stay at 3% in crypto.com. I would imagine I'll probably be at 5% at that point. But yeah, it'll be good. No one here is cloud chasing, at least as far as I can tell. But I'm not gonna let you trash talk another person who's been a year long. Wait, a year longer than I have. Why do it? Yeah. Uh, let's see. Because Jordan with our 9 to 5 jobs, we ain't making that much money in our whole life. Agreed. Agreed. Very likely that it will reach them levels, fam. Yeah, I agree as well. Sorry about that, but I hope it helps. Just making the best of the trends. Consider joining the channel memberships. Yes, it's only 99 cents if you guys want to. Uh, Matt's kids are hungry. They're not hungry. They just ate. Actually, they just left like a couple hours ago. I didn't even hear them. I know lots of times I seem negative on SHIB, but I actually love SHIB and the community it has created. I would agree. I mean, there's a lot of people that think that I'm a FUD spreader, that I um, don't like SHIB, but you got to know that I love Shiba Inu, and that's why I'm talking so negatively on the devs and their ecosystem, is because there's not a single thing that I see within the ecosystem that they created that is going to benefit SHIB in a big way. And this is why you're not seeing a pump in SHIB's price, because it doesn't benefit SHIB to have these lands drop in any way. It benefits SHIB when the metaverse launches. It benefits SHIB when people can rename things, but it's not normal utility. So you're only going to have a certain percentage that does it. Not everybody that buys land will rename their land. Not everybody that buys Shiboshis will rename their Shiboshis, right? Matt, I agree. I'm thinking long term. If you have a couple of million in 10 years and it reaches 10 cents to a dollar, it will make us rich. Yes, exactly. Damn, leave the kids out of this. Disrespectful. No, he's good. How long are you willing to wait for life changing? 5, 10 years longer? I'm willing to wait as long as it takes. This is not a get rich quick investment for me. Yeah, I don't think it is. It's not. And I posted on my Twitter, somebody said that Majestic, in my opinion, SHIB is a long term play. If your goal is to be rich tomorrow, leave immediately, because it's not that. It's not about getting rich tomorrow. Yes, the first year it was live. Um, you saw Shiba Inu make huge moves within the first year, but you're not going to see that every time, right? That's where it just gets started, and something, like an Amazon in their garage. You're investing into Amazon then in the garage, and now look how much you have now. You bought 2,000 shares of Amazon when it was launched, and now what are you holding? You're holding a lot of money because you bought 2,000 shares of Amazon. How long did it take for that to happen? Alexa, when was Amazon created or launched? I don't know. Amazon 1994. So it took a long time. I don't know why I said created. I mean founded. Um, but yeah, I mean, if it's created in 1994, that's 3 years, 3 years after I was born. Um, no one is being disrespectful about his children. What are you talking about? Nobody's being disrespectful. It's good. Trying to make a donation, but won't go through. Take a peep at Upper. 2 days old. Um, maybe eventually. Right now, we're not looking into other plays. We're really just talking about how we can benefit SHIB. We can look into some other plays, but uh, I think we're like an hour away from the stream ending. So yeah, we have 458 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to join the new SHIB Discord, feel free to join that and be a part of the community over here. We have 968. We are so close to 1,000 members. 967. I mean, we're so close to 1,000 members. Be a part of this, guys, and hopefully this thing can grow to something really, really big. That's what we're looking for, and to upgrade people to create new burn ideas and just see all of the massive burns that are coming through. And if people want to claim those burns, you can always come over here and talk about these burns. You can't claim them in here because nobody can post in here. It's just the Twitter updates from SHIB burn. And yeah, I think it's a big deal. Really, really big deal to have something outside of their ecosystem. Devron, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Time moving faster than Bitcoin did. Uh, time moving faster than Bitcoin did. Remember, it's it's a new time. I would agree. Is every coin going to have its own metaverse? I don't think so. I'm a little confused as to how these metaverses are all going to be implemented, and if where the metaverse is going to be implemented, because metaverses, from what I've been a part of, actually have their own community, like being a part of the metaverse in Oculus, like being a part of Facebook's metaverse or Meta's metaverse. Um, is definitely a different experience than all of these other metaverses that are created. So there's a lot of definitions as to what a metaverse really is. You can create an online community to where it's like you go to a website and then you're a part of this metaverse, or you can have something to where it's like an immersive experience where you're in that metaverse, which would be great if you can literally walk down the street and go to instead of Subway, Shibway, right? Something like that. Like, I don't know. You can literally use Shib's name as a form of buying different things. And basically, you have all of these stores and things that partner up with Shiba Inu. And through this metaverse, they can order from like Subway and have 50 cents. As they order through Subway, the Subway comes to their door, and as they order it, it's 50 cents that goes to Burning Shib, which is not a lot, but obviously seeing just some sort of implementation with real world businesses as you're spending regular money would be great. And if there's an easy way for you to convert cash to Shib and not have to spend a crazy amount of time doing it, like say if you're walking through the metaverse, moving through it, and it's an immersive experience, and you go to the SHIB bank to take your money and turn it into Shiba Inu, and it'll probably cost you a little bit. Maybe it'll cost you 50 cents to convert it or something, 10 cents to convert it, which goes towards improving the metaverse or burning Shiba Inu. You know what I mean? So instead of, like, say if it's a layer two solution and it costs pennies for you to do that, well, they up that tax to use that to a form of, I don't know, um, $1, right? So every cost would be $1 instead of $5. It would be $1, even though the actual fee was only pennies. You take the dollar and you burn off that dollar. Like, isn't that a great idea if you can actually build that? So there's so many different aspects to where you can build a metaverse, and it's just has different definitions. And I like metaverses. I have like the Oculus, and I love being immersed in it. But I obviously have to do a lot of things outside of the metaverse. If I could stream with an avatar in the metaverse with my headset on, that would be pretty cool. But also, I would go blind with how much I look at screens and lights and all that stuff. I believe SHIB. I believe in SHIB, not the devs. I'm worried I will literally never understand the metaverse. I don't think you'll ever fully understand it. It's like cryptocurrency, right? I understand a lot about cryptocurrency, but if someone asks me what is cryptocurrency, it's like, well, that's a it's a difficult question because cryptocurrency has evolved like 17 times right now. So when people ask that question, I'm like, wait, let me take a step back and just think about this question and what is cryptocurrency, because it's sort of difficult to answer now with all of the different methods. You have to give them a basic definition of what cryptocurrency is, which doesn't really give you an understanding of how you can look at it as an investment. Because most people are sitting here saying cryptocurrency is not going to be around in 10 years. Like it's going to be gone. Like it's a fad. Like that doesn't make sense. Um, if they're creating metaverses, then that means you need digital money in order to go through with these metaverses. And people are like buying things at Subway again and having their sandwiches sent to their door or delivered to them. Outside of the metaverse, obviously, they're ordering it online with their local Subway, putting that order in. They're going through the process of making that. You have people that work at those digital subways, um, and it's just so interesting. But I don't think that's what Shib's metaverse is going to be. I don't know yet, right? They're looking to develop it. It's a triple A graphics gaming company they're looking to develop it with, and it will be interesting. But you need to add Shiba Inu to your metaverse. You need to. I'm gonna skip ahead because I'm way behind. Bitcoin didn't have a metaverse or NFTs. This is a new time, just the beginning, and I think these new meme coins will flip 1 or 2 years what Bitcoin is. How do you print coins? Um, so yeah, I think you're probably right. Um, that not one of these meme coins. I think one of these uh, one of one of the coins will probably flip Bitcoin. Not just in price, but also in market cap. I think you'll still see Bitcoin as a major player, but I think you will see that flip because it seems like cryptocurrency is changing, but Bitcoin will always remain a major player in things that have started it. It's just like people that, let's say, I don't know, invest in index funds, right? There's something that has always worked throughout time, and they will invest in those things. But it's not something that's the biggest player within the stock market, right? You see a lot of the people that are heavily invested in just the not the broader market, but more or less the like individual plays that are growth stocks, right? So it's a little bit different, but also the same at the same time. From 26 to 25 is not a crash. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's falling. It's definitely falling. People are probably selling they're probably like, oh, I don't have enough leash. So then they sell their SHIB and get some more leash in order to lock it, in order to buy their land. Thank you for that super chat, Peak of Power. I appreciate that a lot. And thank you for being a member for 2 months. That's amazing. Uh, do I stand in my living room wearing the Oculus and mingle in virtual parties? Have have you used the Oculus? Because I've used it and I've been a part of some of these like watching parties where they go and watch different movies, and it's pretty cool. You go into someone's like apartment or a place wherever they're watching it, if they're watching it on TV, and you literally mingle with people and talk to people, and it's kind of weird because you're just meeting new people, and you know, it's weird but also engaging and at the same time, you know. Tell folks that crypto is completely transparent, non-counterfeitable money. I think cryptocurrency is the future, just like when Elon Musk mentioned Mars coin before. Pika Power, do you have any Pokemon NFTs? I don't think they have created any Pokemon NFTs. I would love to have some. If they do create it, that will be something that goes freaking viral. Like, I mean, because right now, like, you understand how valuable Pokemon cards are. Like, I like Pokemon cards, but I can't get any of the original packs. Like, you're obviously looking to spend $10,000, $20,000 for things that might be fake. You know what I mean? You have to like really check it, and if you check it and it's not real, what do? You're not going to get your money back. You know, that person's not going to get their money back, and then that person is not going to get their money back. So it's definitely something that's a little bit difficult, to deal with. But if they created Pokemon NFTs, I guarantee all of those NFTs would sell out immediately, like immediately, and it would be the biggest drop in history. Because I haven't heard of any Pokemon NFTs, but if they came out with something, someone needs to tell them create some NFTs. Because if they create NFTs, literally do it the right way, to where they're like maybe you can get even just transition it from cards that are non-holographic even to ones that are holographic, first editions. You can literally mirror them off of those and off of the Pokemon cards, and create some that are holographic, non-holographic, all of that stuff, and create these digital packs of cards that you get. It's just like you create packs of cards that people have when they play like any of these online NFL and NBA games and all that stuff. It would be freaking phenomenal, and they would make so much money from it because I would 100% spend my life savings on digital Pokemon NFTs, and we can't do anything about it because there's like a licensing issue, but they can do something. Do you have a picture of your dog? Do I have a picture of my dog? Yes, I do. I have a lot of pictures of my dog. Everyone's going to use cryptocurrency, I think, in the future as the value of paper money goes down. Yeah, I would agree. I bought 500 million SHIB for my future kids. I don't want them to work when they are old. You should want them to work. You don't want them to work. Uh, you don't want. So I struggle with this. So I want my kids to work as much as they possibly can, even when they're old. I mean, you should obviously relax, but you should also uh, be more willing to give to your um, so say when they have their kids, you want to give them the same mindset, I guess. Not to just say that money is no object or anything like that. Money is an object, and you need to value the dollar, and you need to value inflation. You need to value everything about money in order to get further in life and make sure wealth doesn't dissipate. The problem with wealth is that by the second generation, like say the first generation is poor, like my family, my mom, my dad were poor growing up. I obviously have uh, some money, and my kids don't really have to worry about any type of money or having to sleep on the street or anything like that or not having food. Um, but I want to make sure they understand everything about money, and I'm not going to sit here and just give them everything. You know what I mean? I want to, but I'm not going to give them everything. I want them to be able to earn it and work for it. If they don't work for it, they're not going to get it. And if they don't continue to work for it, I'm going to take it away. So then they end up having nothing, and they end up understanding what that means to have nothing. Because I don't think they fully will understand, because I had nothing as a kid. They will never understand it having absolutely nothing. Kids need to appreciate the value of a dollar. I would agree. Much more will flow into Shiba, Solana, Bitcoin soon. We'll see. Let me go back here. Let me see what the markets are doing. See if they have come back up or if they're still falling back down. Yeah, it's down about 1.8%. So it's back down to 1.85 trillion. The markets are just not looking good. And I would agree. I'm thinking that it's definitely a tax situation. And that's what it seems like. It's definitely the taxes that's coming into play. It's making me want to buy more Chronos. Obviously every day I see Chronos as a buy, and I should buy more Chronos. If kids don't learn the value of a dollar, no amount will secure them for life. I would agree. They need to know the value of a dollar, but they also need to know their worth as well. And I want to make sure that they set their price. And if they give me too high of a price, then I'm going to give them less. They need to understand what their value what their value is, and also understanding not overbidding in any way. You know what I mean? Like overestimating not what their value is, what their value is in the long run. It's just what they're providing for that work. Does that make sense? So if they understand, like if I say, you know, what do you want in return of? Why are you sitting on a bag, Daisy? Don't sit on a bag. Come on, what are you doing? Uh, so yeah, I'm just gonna teach them the best way that I can, and hopefully it works because I don't want them to. I don't want their kids to grow up poor because I know they'll be okay, but I don't want their kids to grow up poor because you have a poor generation that creates a wealthy generation that creates a poor generation that creates a wealthy generation. You know what I mean? Like that's I don't want that to flow like that. Um, do you think a content wait, Matt, do you think a content creation crypto coin like Contensos is a good investment? If you've heard of it, I haven't heard of it. So I would say no because I haven't heard of it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Too bad I don't have kids yet. I'm setting myself up for to never work again, but my children will work. Yes. Yeah. I spoil the grandkids. Yeah, I don't want to I mean you have to do that. But I don't want to give up work. I love, you know, talking about investing. And I think this is something that's sustainable is that I can talk to you guys about investing as long as I have a voice, as long as I have eyes, right? If I don't get blinded, then I could talk to you guys about investing. And I could still talk to you guys about investing. I just won't be able to show you anything. I'll just be blinded and I'll look like Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder or something. I got to see if I can uh, schedule something today because I wanted to schedule some sort of like golf outing again. Matt, what do you think of my idea? Scroll back up. Ah, come on, man. Uh, BTD Metaverse and immersive experience in Matt's house with two kids and a dog, a dog, a cat. I have two cats, so also a golf course game where each hole earns BCD. No use for SHIB at all, but uh, still still use Shiba Inu as the logo. Yeah, I that would be amazing. I can't design that. I would need millions of dollars in order to design something like that, but that would be awesome. I would love that. Not in my experience because it's very it's not very difficult having two kids. I love them so much, but not understanding what Hayden wants ever is kind of a pain. Like she's always reaching. Like she'll have. Yesterday we had tacos, right? Taco Tuesday, which we love in this house. And I was trying to have tacos on. I think it was Sunday or something. And Harper was like, "No, it's not Tuesday." And I was like, "What? Come on! I want tacos today." So I will take tacos. She's like, it's not Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, Dad. I was like, come on. Um, anyways, but we had tacos yesterday, and Hayden would reach for things, and she wanted the cheese, and she had cheese on her plate, and she was like, and then she started crying, and I was like, what? Why? Like, just look down, and you'll see the cheese. And she looked down, and then looked back up, and she wanted the bowl of cheese. So yeah, it's a problem, but you know, that's just my little experience. Uh, rather have two dogs instead of two kids. No, two kids are amazing. Kids are amazing in general. I mean, it makes me sad looking at their baby pictures, but they're amazing. All right, so let's see what's happening again in the crypto market. Right now, Bitcoin is down 2%. We're going to see Ethereum that's down about 2% as well, 8% or 9% over the last 7 days, with Bitcoin being down 11%, getting closer and closer to the flippening happening. Also, you see BNB that is actually only down 0.5%. That's good to see. It's still at $413, which is higher than where I've saw it in the past and where I invested into it in the past. So that's good. XRP is at 70 cents. That has some potential to run as well. Solana is at about $100. I haven't checked my other investments. So Farm is at 93 cents or $93. Krill is at about 90 cents. You see Gitcoin that's below that $6 mark. Loopring is below $1 after receiving all of that news with GameStop and everything. ApeCoin, let me go ahead and adjust this because I feel like this is wrong. We refresh it. There we go. ApeCoin is about $12 or so, a little bit lower than $12. Suku is at 23 cents. That's not good. Shiba Inu is down 7% is what it says here. It's always different in every platform because they have a different cutoff. You also have four cents in ACH, and Quant. You are looking at about 3% down. So yeah, Dogecoin 4.5% down. That's at 14 cents. I've been thinking about lately getting into Dogecoin, but getting back into Dogecoin. I wish we were a mechanism to stake SHIB, but with the percentage of your earnings gets burned. Yeah, that would be amazing. Everywhere that it's staked, you would end up burning off some SHIB. I feel like that would be a perfect utility to gain you some some Shiba Inu as well as burning some Shiba Inu. So everybody that's staking, let's say we have 40 trillion that's staked, right? We're burning 1% of whatever we're gaining, and let's say we're gaining 2%, we're burning 1% of that, and we get another 1%. That would be phenomenal. That would be a phenomenal way to burn Shiba Inu. And that's the type of stuff that we want to create if we could find a way to create a platform like that. And the problem is that right now Shiba Inu, the devs with for Shiba Swap and for Shibarium and all of that, um, they don't have a burning method like that, and I don't know if they want to create a burning method like that. Vault Inu, I'm I'm not the biggest fan of Vault Inu, but I'm invested into it just for kind of shits and giggles. Make sure that monetization isn't limited because monetization yesterday was limited. Aren't we ready for a space suit yet to go to the moon? Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for it. Let's see, Matt, do you own any BCH Bitcoin Cash? I don't own any Bitcoin Cash. I don't own anything associated with Bitcoin. I did, but I don't own any associated with Bitcoin. WagMe game? Have we? Do you have a game for WagMe? Is that what you're saying? Man, I like your content, but please stop fighting with the devs. And lately, it seems like all your content and titles have been finally. it it's I had two titles that have said finally. It's to stir the pot. Bro, this was weekend was supposed to be wait. Bro, it was this weekend it was supposed to drop. It was last weekend that was supposed to drop. The weekend that just happened, it was supposed to drop. It dropped yesterday. And technically it dropped today because it dropped at 12 o'clock. So they literally took 4 extra days in order for that to drop. So I'm not fighting with the devs. If you don't see that they're not supporting SHIB, then you must support the other cryptocurrencies a little bit more. And I'm not trying to create a fight with them. I wasn't trying to create a fight with them. First of all, I'm trying to let people understand that they're not supporting SHIB as much as we want them to. And what are they doing? They're coming with a hit piece that makes no sense because I'm the most transparent person out here. So that's the problem is that they attack, but they don't want to be attacked, right? Because they attacked me and then they said, you know what? We don't want to continue this fight. It's like, what? You're the one saying something and you don't want to continue this fight. It's like you getting into a ring with Mike Tyson and you hit him first with his hands down and then you're like, you know what? I don't want to continue this fight. Like, what? That makes no sense. First of all, you're fighting Mike Tyson. I'm not saying that I'm Mike Tyson, but maybe I am. But what I'm saying is like it doesn't make sense why they would throw out a hit piece and not expect me to respond, not expect me to say that I'm transparent because they want to kind of just throw everything out the window here and say that they won. Like it's that's not the case, right? I don't know why. I don't know why they would do something like that. But I was doing nothing but just stating the facts. I was doing nothing but stating the facts, is saying that if you take a step back, you understand that SHIB is not a part of any of their ecosystem pieces, and that is the main problem. So I'm not fighting with them. I'm just trying to um, uh, challenge, because that's the word I just saw on in the chat. I'm just trying to challenge what they are coming up with, because if their vision is to build everything around Shiba Inu and use Shiba Inu as the mascot, that's not where our head is. Our head and most of the community is to increase the value of SHIB, while they're trying to divert attention or push attention to other things like Bone, Leash, the Metaverse, all of that stuff. It's great. It's great that they're creating it. I'm perfectly fine with them creating it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't create this stuff, but the way that they're implementing it, the way that they're going about it is not the right way, right? especially with so much of the community saying that they want to increase the value of SHIB, and you're doing nothing for Shiba Inu by itself. Now, it'd be great. It would be great if they come out and just say that everything in the metaverse will run around Shiba Inu, and it's confirmed that we will not use the stable coin that we're going to create towards buying things in the metaverse. We're not going to use leash. We're going to use leash only 10% or 5% in the metaverse, bone only 5% in the metaverse. That would be great if they came out and said that. But 90% of the metaverse will be Shiba Inu. That will be phenomenal. And that's what we're pressuring them to say, pressuring them for them to come out and just give us information. Yesterday with their chat, people were asking questions and none of the answers were coming out because everything that they asked, they were just like, hey, well, what's going to happen here? Well, we can't give you that detail. What's going to be the specifics on the burn portal? Well, we can't give you that detail. It's like, so the sale of land, any sale of land yet? Yes. So land is up for sale. If you go to Shiba Swap or Shiba SHIB.io, you can go over here and you can enter the lands map, but you have to have some leash locked. So you go over here to the lock page. You have to have leash or Shiboshis that are locked, which again give the leash holders and the Shiboshi holders more value as some are being locked away. But then you can enter the map and bid for your land if it's not being outbid or if it's not too high of price. Um, they don't own SHIB. They're just riding on the name. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying is that I don't want to create a fight here. I just want to. We're almost at 500 likes, guys. We're one away from 500 likes. um, I just want to create a community that understands the idea that we need to support SHIB and how do we get to that place where we support SHIB in a big way. If we create a big enough community to where we create noise, we can get some attention from the dev team, and they can come out and say this is not the SHIB community all they want, but this is literally the SHIB community solely supporting SHIB. If it does not support SHIB, we don't talk about it. Like we don't support it in any way. So that's what we need to focus on, and that's why we're growing this Discord to 1,000 members within a week, almost 1,000 members. And I'm really happy with what we've done so far, and I hope it continues because we're applying pressure. And just know that just because they come out with something that says, "Hey, the metaverse," I forget where it's at. I think I have it somewhere. Um, the metaverse is basically going to consist of using SHIB in a big way, and they have this right here. This is not the biggest form of using SHIB. You've heard the community's feedback. Well, you need to hear it a little bit more. We need to get an actual breakdown of how SHIB is going to be implemented into the metaverse so people can support it more, right? If we don't get a breakdown of how that's going to be supported more, then people are not going to support it from the start. They're not going to support it from the get-go, right? So I don't know. Get-go? I don't even know what that phrase is. From the gate. Like gecko, like Geico? Whatever. I'm too wait, in my opinion, too many hodl billions of SHIB. So easy millionaire devs think so. They made Bone and Leash a high price. Harder for us to hodl a lot. Well, yes and no. I think they created Bone and Leash to um, sort of pad their pockets. Doesn't seem like it was necessary. Like, what's the point of Bone? What's the point of Leash? Like it doesn't seem like it's necessary at all. It seems like it's a creation so that you know, it's something that they hold a lot of value in and that they can change if they wanted to. They can't change Shiba Inu. They can't do anything to Shiba Inu. But they can do something to Bone and Leash. They can do something to the metaverse. They can do something to Shiboshis. They can do anything to those that they wanted to. And it gives them control. Just bought 700 euros worth of ETH. Going to buy a little land soon. Agree with that comment in regards to Shiba Inu usage. Shiba Inu caused caused Shiba Inu the Shiba Inu caused Shiba Inu to be listed on Robinhood. Hope we we've been, yeah, I think so. When I look at this and I look at everything that's done, Shiba Inu, the community, got us to where we are. So got us listed on Robinhood with that petition where over 500,000 people basically said, let's get Shiba Inu listed on Robinhood. That's something that's very strong within the community and hold strength. And that's what I want to create is if we can come together as a community and not have them silence us before we can build some sort of community, or some sort of conversation, then we can hold a lot of weight. Our our comments within this community can hold a lot of weight. If we have a full conversation on things that they're building and we have 100,000 members or 200,000 or a million people that are involved in this Discord group that want to support SHIB in such a big way and say, look, this is what the community cares about, then we can have a voice. And hopefully, I don't want to sit here and say that I'm the leader of that voice. I want to start this, but I want to make sure there are multiple leaders within this community. I am not a person that just wants to be in charge, that wants to um, claim all of the fame with a community like SHIB or the SHIB Discord. No, I want many people to be a voice within the community. And as you work your way up within the Discord, you will be that main voice within the community as well. So we're looking to find the people that are most passionate about SHIB and obviously give them a voice and give them a platform to speak on, because that's what we care about, right? We care about Shiba Inu, we care about the growth of this project, and if they're not going to care about it enough, then we're going to find a community that will, which obviously the community, the SHIB community that's out there, we care about it, but the community that they're trying to build or that they have built is more of like everything's on the hush hush type of thing. Um, and you can't talk about Burns, you can't talk about Bruno, like you can't talk about anything over there in that Discord, or you get, or there's fear of being kicked, right? Matt, I'm voting for you in the next election. You're Batman to me. Hopefully not, because I was just watching a video of like how Batman overreacts to people that do crimes. Like it's like he took a he took a lollipop. He's like justice, and then just starts beating him the hell up. Like I don't want to be that person. Matt's sincere about this. I'm very sincere about this. I care about Shiba Inu in a big way, and this community is something that should not be robbed, um, of their main token, of their main driver of popularity. Because without that, Bone and Leash is worth nothing. Without that, this metaverse is worth nothing. Without that, Shiboshis are worth nothing. Whatever they build right now would be worth nothing if they did not put SHIB at the forefront. And what they're doing is, again, using it as a mascot. Your mods are banning people talking about it. What are you talking about? We don't talk about Bruno. Don't be afraid to come out. Check the liquidity is locked for Yacht Inu ETH, or Yacht Club Inu. Liquidity locked for 6 months, and we have been in the space for just 4 weeks now. Who's Bruno? You don't know that? You haven't watched Encanto? Shib don't talk about Bruno. They don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, I mean, you can't talk about Burno, not Bruno. Yeah, we don't talk about Burno. Check your messages from your last tweet. From my last tweet? Why did I bookmark things? Let's see. From my last tweet, this tweet? Uh, this right here, like if you're talking about this, I've been trying to figure this out. Like I don't know why it's coming up with multiple accounts. That's not me. One, I don't understand why there's two of me. I don't understand why there's two of me over here. But this is definitely not me with three R's. I reported that one. Um, I also reported another one that claimed to be me as well. So just be aware of scammers. Like I hate it so much. They just try and scam as much as they can, and it bothers the hell out of me. But I can't. I'm trying to do something about it. And again, family members are coming out and telling me that um, they're getting contacted by individuals, and it's stupid. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Maybe I should make the pic of you. What are you talking about? Mm, at Matt, the pic of you. What are we talking about? The pic of me. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me duplicate this. Bring this over here. Oh, this right here? Is that me? I guess I'll like that. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. Thank you. What is that? An NFT or something? See, I don't like that I don't have a fade, man. I need one. I can't be having continuous beard, and that's kind of what I have now. I need a haircut. I can't have a continuous beard. It's got to fade. But thank you for that. It's funny. I just totally bypassed it. I just looked right over it. Uh, I'm gonna use you metaphorically and try to be you. Uh, I guess it is flattery, but still, some people just try and just scam, and it sucks. Our community is going to have to come together and create this staking slash burning mechanism. We have to do it. Yeah, I think we can do something like that, but like, I felt like like we were on a timeline, and we're on a timeline right now, and we're trying to do this in like 5 to 10 years, but if they're not implementing anything with burns right now with everything that they're creating, it's not something that you know the individuals or the community members and community burn methods are great. It's not enough because it's not at the scale of what the devs can do, what the devs of the ecosystem can do. So it's kind of sad that they haven't come up with something yet that's a normal use case. It's going to be an everyday burning mechanism. It's showing me that they really don't care about this. Um, how did you golf yesterday, or how did golf go yesterday? Golf was great yesterday. It wasn't. It was slow, very very slow. Um, and I was a little upset with the fact that there was three foursomes that were in front of me that were hitting the ball 10 yards, and it literally took them 7 to 10 shots to get to the green, and I would I couldn't do anything. I was a single, and then other people were riding my back because there were so many other people there, and I hate when people ride my back because then it's like every shot has to be absolutely perfect. If it doesn't go perfect and it's a wayward tee shot or whatever, um, then it ends up being a problem for the people behind me, and they're like, "Oh, it's because you're recording. That's why it's taking so long." It's not because I'm recording. It's because there's three freaking groups ahead of me that don't know how to play golf. You got to split those up. You can't do three groups in a row that all suck at golf. Like I suck at golf, and I still hit the ball at least at least 150 yards every shot. At least there's a lot of times where my drives are horrendous, but um, I at least hit the ball decent most times. Like they were literally riding my back. I'm not joking. Like I mean, there was a twosome right behind me, and then there was a foursome behind them, or a threesome behind them, and then a foursome behind them. Literally, they were like it was like they hit a shot to my feet as I was getting off the green, type of thing. Like that's how close together they were and how much they were pushed and the people behind them were pushed. And I was like, this is the worst thing ever. Why would you ever put these tee times together like this? You have to I mean, I know they don't understand how slow they play, but that was horrible. It was really bad. We What if we set up an ultimatum and get it out of get it out for 1 day? Either they implement some burn mechanism, or on a specific day, we all sell a bunch of our Shiba and watch it plummet. So no, that wouldn't be the right thing to do. If we were going to set an ultimatum, we would do an ultimatum with their ecosystem, not something that, because they probably want SHIB to crash and burn. That means that they have the benefit of saying, or the ability to say, see, I told you, like SHIB is not the entire ecosystem. This is the ecosystem, and they start laying out the things that have worked. So the issue needs to be around bone leash or all of the things that they've implemented. So it could be an ultimatum there, but not an ultimatum with SHIB. I don't think SHIB deserves that, because SHIB has a lot of growth potential. And you would also see people try and take advantage of that. When you see that massive dip and everybody gets out of SHIB, there would always be those people that try and take advantage and not only get out, but also buy back in at some of these lows at a heavy amount, way heavier amount than what they had, because they know it's going to come down and they're going to hold more SHIB now, and it'll go right back up. So I don't think that's the answer. Thanks, Matt. Have a great day. Well, thank you for being here, Peak of Power. I appreciate it. I tried golf. I can't make the ball go straight. Yeah, it's not about the ball going straight, tell you the truth. I can tell you that my when I hit the golf ball, it goes left, it goes right, it goes everywhere. Um, but the point is that you always find a way to have one good shot out of it. Just make it count. You know what I mean? So eventually that shot could be a putt, that shot could be a chip, that shot could be the drive. Just make it count. Um, That's the worst. I hate when people push behind and you can't do anything. Plus, you start playing like trash. Yeah, I start playing fast. Like, I sit there and I wait for them to get off the green, or I wait for them to get out the fairway, and I'm playing as fast as I can. And the one time, like, on the last hole of my outing, I couldn't use my camera because the person behind me was literally on the tee, swinging and everything, and I couldn't use my camera, and that was the worst hole I've ever played. I hit the ball to the right. It went inside the bunker. I was on the downslope. I hit the ball. It went in the water. I had to drop over there. I hit the ball again, chipped it up next to the hole, two putted, and then left the hole. And I was like, this is the freaking worst thing I've ever done in my life. It was horrible. Yeah, it was so bad. Yeah, I don't hit bunker shots well on the downslope. I don't think anybody does. But yeah, do you play basketball? Sometimes. I don't play that much anymore. Um, I've probably played once in the last year, maybe. I used to play football, and I used to play flag football all the time, and I don't play that anymore either. Um, been trying to make a burn channel also, but I only have 320 subs. I need 1K to play ads. Yeah, you need 1K, but you also need 4,000 hours of watch time as well. So you need to work your way up there. If you're trying to work your way up there and you have a solid process to do it, feel free to join the Discord community and let people know what you're trying to do. Maybe they can support you in a big way. And once you become a burn method, I can make you a burn partner so that we can obviously see more and more burn off, and we can support your videos in a big way. And you can put your videos in the burn partner videos place. So, like, there's uh forget what it is, recent burns or burn partnership updates. So you can put any type of burn uh thing in here. I'll probably have burn videos and or burn updates, I guess, and you guys can post your videos in here, and we can burn off a lot of Shiba, hopefully. So, anyways, I think that's gonna be it, guys. And we're gonna get out of here. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to join this, we are at 970 members. Feel free to join it. Also, if you do join it, watch out for the scammer. I will not reach out to you right when you join. If they do reach out to you, just know that they are scamming. If you, I don't know how we can get around asking or finding out if they are a scammer or not. Um, you should know if I do have a green name, I guess I won't have a green name in messages, but if I do have a green name out here, then reach out to me and go over here and go to messages to me, and reach out to me on DMs, and if you reach out to me and it's separate than the other person, then that means that other person is a scammer. So don't don't get scammed, guys. I really don't want you to. I'm trying to work on it, trying to get them out of here, and I will continue to, uh, I guess, get them out of here. But I don't know. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. You can get a free $25 if you sign up with crypto.com and get or stake for the Ruby card at least. A free $25 is great. But yeah, today's live stream was great. Yesterday's live stream was great. Hopefully this continues and talking about Shiba Inu, talking about cryptocurrency in general, not just SHIB. So if you guys want to talk about something else, feel free to let me know, whether it's CRO or anything like that. But I will get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. You know what? What I'm going to do is create some sort of redirect. So I want to add a redirect. I can't do it to someone else's video. I can only do it to mine. Oh. I can only do it to my videos? I don't want to do it to my videos. I want to do it to the Let It Burn channel. Can I do that? Can I redirect to the Let It Burn channel? I guess not. All right, fine. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.